And joining us here on debate number 2, where we are talking about the Shivaji statue that's likely to come up 630 feet coming up off Mumbai. And in fact, the question we are asking is that we are not against any symbolism of this kind or any statues of Shivaji. What we are saying is, should this be done at such a huge cost, at the cost of public welfare? That's the question we are asking tonight. And joining me this evening is Zafar Islam, spokesperson of the BJP. Joining me live from Mumbai, Dr. Bharat Kumar Raut, political analyst and former member of parliament from the Shiv Sena in the Rajya Sabha. Joining me live from our studios in Mumbai, Sanjay Tatkare, spokesperson of the NCP. Also joining me live from Mumbai, Kancha Ilaiah, Dalit activist and author, live from Hyderabad. Vikram Singh, former DGP of Uttar Pradesh, live from Lucknow. Bijon Mishra, consumer policy expert and founder, Consumer Online Foundation, joining me live from Delhi. Saira Shah Halim, writer and activist, joining me live from Kolkata. And Advaita Kala, author and scriptwriter, joining me live from Delhi. The debate tonight is not about whether or not a state government should undertake building of monuments and memorials to honor icons of history like Shivaji Maharaj, but rather about the construction of a memorial costing 3,600 crore of taxpayers' money. The only way to do it, is that the only way to do it, ladies and gentlemen, where there are already a number of statues of Shivaji Maharaj across the state of Maharashtra, let alone in Mumbai? Do the people of Maharashtra need another memorial to remember the greatness of Shivaji Maharaj by, especially when it costs that much? And when there exists a heap of ways to celebrate and honor iconic figure like Shivaji Maharaj, for instance, naming like roads, localities, parks, iconic buildings, all of these could have been done. But building a 630 feet statue costing 3,600 crore, my question goes out to you, Zafar Islam. 3,000 farmers have died in Maharashtra in suicides, farmer suicides between 2014 and 2015, and these are the maximum in any state, given that 650 farmer suicides had happened in 2014. The maximum number goes to Maharashtra. And what is the allocation of funds for this statue? 3,600 crores. This is 240 crore rupees more than what your government allocated for the relief package of farmers. Zafar Islam, is this justified?
Of course, Navika, you are sensationalizing it. You must understand the emotion of
what's sensational
the people
about 3,000 farmers' deaths?
He is a national icon.
What's sensationalizing 3,000 farmer deaths in Maharashtra? What's sensational about the 3,600 crore cost of the statue?
That many of icons have been completely ignored. Icons before the independence or after the independence, but it has been only
Lord Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Zafar Islam. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj will never be ignored. He has never been forgotten. He will never be forgotten. But please tell me, how is it that the government has forgotten the fund allocated to health in Mumbai? Zafar Islam. Nobody is sensationalizing anything. Hear me out, Zafar Islam. Funds allocated to health in Mumbai, 3,694 crore. Funds allocated for the memorial, 3,600 crore. Funds allocated to education in Mumbai, 2,400 crore. Funds allocated for the memorial, 3,600 crore. Funds allocated for drinking water in rural areas, 2,500 crore. Funds allocated for the memorial, 3,600 crore. Funds allocated to curb malnourishment, 270 crore. Funds allocated for the memorial, 3,600 crore. So now you please tell me, sir, what is being compromised? And could this money have been put to better use, especially now, sir?
Anand, can you also tell me, why don't you put another number in the public domain? No, why don't you put another number in the public domain, how much government is spending on television advertisement? I think that is also should be another yardstick. Should the government spend on television advertisement or publicity, or should that money be spent for...
Spend it on the right causes, sir. I am telling you, spend it on the right causes. Spend it on the right causes. We are telling you, spend it on the right causes. Spend it to build toilets, spend it to build schools, spend it to give the people of Latur, people of Marathwada water. Spend it there, sir. Spend this money there. Can you do it? Will you do it, sir? I am telling you, please do it.
Advertisement.
Will you do it?
Let me respond
Will you
to
do
that.
it? Don't trivialize the matter, Zafar Islam. Don't trivialize the matter. Please don't trivialize the matter. Not now. Please don't trivialize the matter.
I am telling
sir,
you,
the airport in Mumbai is the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport.
Let me respond to that.
The railway station in Mumbai is the Chhatrapati Shivaji terminus, and we are proud of it, sir. We are proud of it. But we are asking you, what justifies spending 3,600 crore for a memorial for a man who lives in the hearts of the people of Maharashtra and across India, sir? He would not have wanted that you don't build 22 lakh toilets. He would not have wanted that you allocate only 270 crore for malnourishment. He would not have wanted such lavish spending on a memorial for him when the state needs more money, when the people of the state are suffering, when there are 3,000 farmers who are dead. That's our point, Zafar Islam. You are trivializing it. We are not sensationalizing it. You are trivializing it.
Anand, let me respond to that. You asked question. You should allow me to speak at least. All I am saying that this is not the way you should look at this expenditure. There should not be. There should be some other yardstick for measuring.
There is no other yardstick, sir. We looked high and low. We could find another yardstick.
Zafar Islam in a state where 3,030 farmers have died due to suicide. What other way is there to look at these kind of expenditures? What other way? Okay, let me give you one more number. Zafar Islam, let me give you one more number. 1,955 crore is the money you have allocated for crop insurance in Maharashtra. 3,600 crore for a statue of Shivaji in Maharashtra. Is there any justification for this kind of a splurge? Are people looking, is the farmer in Maharashtra, in Vidarbha, who's dying because of their no water and the debt burden that he has on his head, could you not give them some package, something to those farmers rather than building a Shivaji statue, inanimate Shivaji statue of 3,600 crore? As an icon, you have the right to respect him. You have the right to, celebrate any of our icons. We join you in celebrating our icons of this country. But look at the travesty of justice that you're doing in terms of the spend. What about public welfare,
You are
Zafar
absolutely
Islam?
right, Navika. Yes.
Navika.
Let Zafar Islam respond to that, and I'm coming to you, Bejan Mishra.
Responsibilities, and the government budget is not restricted to one activity. Government budget is meant for many activities, including addressing the emotion of the people of that state or the nation. And you must appreciate.
Bejan Mishra, does that explanation satisfy you that the government has several activities and building statues for icons is one of them?
It doesn't.
Is that a prime responsibility of the government, Bejan Mishra?
Navika.
That 3,600 crore is not your money. It's not party funds.
To ensure
Zafar Islam, it's not party funds.
Yeah.
It's not the BJP and Shiv Sena's money or the Congress's money. It's the
not
taxpayers' money. Of course, people have a right to ask questions, Zafar Islam.
It is government's responsibility to ensure that people of Maharashtra and their emotion has also been addressed as being addressed the other important issues
have clean air to breathe and not toxic air.
No,
they had to spend part of this money to create waste management systems so that the dump does not choke the city of Mumbai. That would have been more responsible, and I'm sure Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj up there would have also blessed the people of Mumbai and this government, because if you have money to build memorials, use it out of your own funds, not out of the exchequer. Bejan Mishra. Bejan Mishra.
He's a national icon as well.
Bejan Mishra.
And unfortunately,
of course he's a national icon, sir. Nobody is denying that. But there is a better way to celebrate the memory of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj rather than build a 3,600 crore memorial in the middle of the sea and not even think about the fishermen whose lives are going to be affected. That's just the first of the many worries.
We respect.
Bejan Mishra.
And we as citizens have full respect for Shivaji. We always want that he should be worshipped. But we don't want 3,600 crores of taxpayers' money to be spent on this account. Please, for heaven's sake, people are dying because they are not able to access healthcare in our country. People are not able to access, education. People are not able to get shelter. What are you talking about? Taxpayers' money is to be used for the poor, is to be used for the country's welfare and development, not for building statues. If you politicians are so much keen to build Shivaji's statue, do it out of your salary. Do it out of all the allowances you get.
Bharat
Don't
Kumar
use
Rao,
taxpayers' money.
rebut that, Bharat Kumar Rao.
Don't do this. This will be very wrong on your part. It will not be. It will be very wrong on your part.
Nobody is saying Shivaji should not be worshipped as an icon, should not be celebrated as an icon. But Bharat Kumar
Singh
Rao,
Saab coming, please.
I just want you to introspect and think what politicians are doing. 740 crore rupees is the allocation for the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan to educate the future generations that will make this country what it is and to compete with the rest of the world. 740 crore rupees for that, and that's 56% less than last year's money. So you obviously don't have money to allocate for education, and you have 3,600 crore for a statue, Mr. Bharat Kumar Rao.
Yes, Navika, good that you asked me this question. Now let me answer the fullest way I would like to. Question is, yes, I do not want to get into the political part of the story because there is politics. Definitely, the way it has come up now on the eve of the civic elections, there is politics. There is a question and there is a calculation of political gain out of it. Leaving that aside, what I would say that if Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj is an emotional issue, every Maharashtrian, why Maharashtrian, every Indian should worship him. In that case, if a memorial is being used, let me complete. If memorial is being constructed at 3,600 crore, I think we should put it in the right perspective. Forget everything else in the figures wise. You are comparing these figures with annual budget allocations of other issues. Those are facing the nation and facing the state. Demands are enormous. Demands are endless. Does not mean that anything. 1 minute, let me complete.
Okay.
Here it is 3,600 crore for the entire project. This project, the government says in 4 years, 3 years.
You build a trust.
1 minute.
You build a trust and seek donation.
Will you allow me, sir, to speak? In that case, in my opinion,
you build
the architect says it will take 4 or 5 years.
Right.
3,600
You establish a trust and seek
4 to
donation.
5 years, it goes a little less than 1,000 crores per month.
No,
And
you will get it in one day.
1,000 crores.
You will
Mr.
get the money
Bharat
in one
Kumar
day.
Rao, since you talk
you
about
will get the money in one
emotionalism, Mr.
day.
Bharat Kumar Rao, since you talk about emotionalism, aren't you emotional about the 3,030 farmers who have committed suicide?
I
what
am.
about your emotions
I
for
am.
those farmers?
But I'm not
Does
comparing.
that precede-
I'm not comparing
So
that
why
with
are they
this
not
issue.
building a trust?
I don't want to compare that.
build a trust.
That's why
But there is
initially I said there are
nothing
demands.
comes free, Mr.
Demands are
Bharat
enormous
Kumar
and
Rao.
demands are
There is
endless.
no
seek
free
donation.
lunch.
We
You
don't
seek
do
donation.
anything else.
Friedman.
So
You
in
seek
that
donation.
case,
You seek
in that case,
noted
listen,
economist.
in that case,
Mr.
we
Bharat
should not
Kumar
develop
Rao,
any zoo.
Milton
We should
Friedman
not develop
said
any
there is no
playground.
free
We should not
lunch.
develop anything
If you
else.
are taking money and putting
No,
it
you
in
build a
place
trust.
X, you are taking it away from somewhere.
trust banao.
Where are you taking
you
it away
build a
from?
trust.
Are you taking it away from children's education? Are you taking it away
No,
from
no,
farmers'
no.
packages? Or
Listen.
are you taking it away from building toilets and schools?
Yes.
You are. There is no free lunch. That's what
yes,
Milton
on that,
Friedman said.
That's why I said, please hear me fully before you jump to any other allegation. What I am saying that if it so happens in March that government has reduced any other budget, allotment for any other cause, for schools and farmer suicides and all that, then I would be with you.
Well,
if that is not going to happen, and
Can I
if
make
this
a
is
suggestion?
something government is
Sir,
is
I am
planning
countering.
to create some
I am
more
questioning.
funds.
Here's what I am
Then
questioning.
what
Bharat
is the
Kumar Rao.
problem?
Bharat Kumar Rao.
Make a point.
No, what I am questioning.
very little budget to healthcare.
Vikram Singh, Bijon Mishra, some of the other citizens
You
who
have
asked us to come in.
given very
please.
little budget to healthcare.
No, Bharat Kumar Rao and Bijon Mishra, please wait. Vikram Singh,
May I-
Saira Shah Halim, and Advaita Kala. We'll
Mr.
start with
Rao.
the ladies. Mr. Singh, if you allow me, if you permit me, sir, with some more patience, I'll just bring in the ladies and then I'll come to you, sir. Saira Shah Halim and Advaita Kala.
Please.
You know, over the last week or 4 or 5 days, we've been asking political parties about funds which come to them from unknown sources. And it's in humongous amounts of crores. It's a cost that is going to be spread across 4 years. Why can't political parties who hail Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj do this for Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Let them build it out of their own funds, Advaita Kala.
But do you mean to say that
let them say that the money from... so why are they playing politics on it?
No.
Why are they using our money? Why are they using our money to get their votes?
If they do that, if they play politics...
Kala, why are they using our money to play politics? Why is the Congress, NCP, BJP, Shiv Sena, all of them coming and saying we are the ones who are the champions of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj?
Shivaji Maharaj cannot be a political issue.
So political parties are getting donations from unknown sources, which they say are the people of the country who are donating money to them. Let them say that these unknown sources money under 20,000 Advaita Kala which is coming, 1,000 crores per 1,000, less than 1,000 crores as he broke down the arithmetic,
Well,
less than 1,000 crores across the top 6 parties of the country. They can and they will not even have to disclose the source for it. They don't have to take out our budget. It is already coming from the people. That donation is coming from the people, Advaita Kala. Why don't political parties do it?
Anand, wouldn't that be nice, but we don't have that kind of idealism in public life anymore.
No, let's force it on them.
I think, Navika started this off in
Bring out these 3,600 crores from your kitty. Yes,
Navika started... Navika started this off asking a very relevant question. She asked, is there any other way to do this? And this really takes me back to the 1960s, where there was a gentleman called Eknath Ranade, who was an RSS pracharak and an ideologue. And he actually traveled the length and breadth of the country from Arunachal Pradesh to the south of India and went to state governments, collected 1 rupee from the public to build the Vivekanand Memorial or Rock Memorial in Kanyakumari. And this was an endeavor that took 6 years. So that was the kind of idealism and respect and contribution, gratitude of a nation to a national icon. That was one way of doing it. That kind of idealism doesn't exist anymore. And that's exceedingly tragic. No one. I mean, Shivaji is a great son of Bharat Mata. There is no way that anybody will resent a memorial to him. But the question needs to be asked. If the government thinks that this is a Statue of Liberty kind of construction, could be a tourist attraction, then is there some sort of revenue model which will bring back the money that is invested in this? I think the public is asking these questions. We've seen this happen before. I think it's important that these memorials serve the purpose that they are intended for, and not just political purpose.
Sunil Tadkare, do you agree? Sunil Tadkare, do you agree? Why can't political parties fund this memorial? Because they feel so strongly, and the NCP was the first to suggest this memorial. Why doesn't NCP say we will bear 30% of the cost over the next 4 years as a political party?
No, I'll tell you. Let me ask.
And it's happened before. State governments have contributed.
Let me put my point. As far as this memorial is concerned, it is absolutely non-negotiable. We were in the government for 15 years in Maharashtra, and we floated this idea. We are absolutely for this memorial. Now, as far as your question is concerned, the cost of 3,600, as Mr. Bharat Kumar Raut has explained, it is a process of 4 years or 5 years. So the budgetary allocation per year would be much smaller.
Yes, Sanjay Tadkare, but why out of our money? Why don't you build it for Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj? Why don't political parties show?
Mr. Sanjay Tadkare, however it may be distributed over 4 to 5 years. Okay, let me just ask you this question, Mr. Tadkare. Mr. Tadkare, one question to you and then you can answer it completely.
Let me complete. Navika, please let me complete. Please let me complete.
Ask you a question.
Here you are talking about 3,600 crores. A month back, BJP government has waived tax worth 42,000 crores. I wish you would do a program on that. And how many toilets and how many students could have gone to school? Unfortunately, you're not asking those questions.
Mr. Tadkare,
BJP government.
when you say, Mr. Tadkare, when you say that this is non-negotiable, this statue is non-negotiable.
Absolutely not.
I just want to ask you a small question.
Absolutely not.
Is there any humility in political parties who think it's their God-given right to take any amount of the taxpayers' money and spend it and throw it any which way they like. It's
You
the
tell me-
taxpayers' money,
you
sir.
tell
You
me
are accountable
why-
to the
why-
citizens of the state. You are accountable to those who pay
Absolutely.
taxes.
Then
You are
what
accountable
right-
to those who vote you
what
to
right-
power. It doesn't give you
what-
the right in
what right
heaven
did BJP government
to
have
use this
to
money
waiver
any which way. How can you
42,000
say
crores
non-negotiable?
of Indian
Negotiate
taxpayer
with the
money?
citizens.
You
What do
tell me.
citizens want?
You tell
Citizens
me.
have a right to say.
You tell me why did BJP government waiver of 42,000 crores of taxpayers' money?
Why don't you
What
answer?
right did
Why
BJP
don't you
government
answer
have?
when you say non-negotiable? Why don't you answer whether
Absolutely
it's
non-negotiable.
negotiable with the citizens of the state?
As
The
far
state
as
citizens who
Maharashtra is
pay the
concerned and
taxes
this
have a
country is
right to know
concerned,
where their money is
Shivaji Maharaj
going.
is an icon for everybody, and a memorial
So
for
the
Shivaji
icon
Maharaj
exists.
is absolutely
Nobody is saying-
non-negotiable
nobody is saying
for-
disrespect
for
the
all the
icon.
parties in Maharashtra and for all the citizens in Maharashtra.
Absolutely, absolutely. That is non-negotiable. And we said it at the top of the news hour, Sanjay Tatkare. Where were you? We said Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj is a national icon.
know
It's
that.
non-negotiable. And here's what's
Anand,
non-negotiable. What's
Anand,
non-negotiable
you are not
is
answering my
that
question.
what's non-negotiable
Why
is
did
that you should
the
celebrate
central
Chhatrapati
government
Shivaji
give
Maharaj.
us 42,000
What's non-negotiable
crores?
is that you will not waste our money. You will contribute. Why can't, if political parties are celebrating and think of him as a champion, why don't political
Exactly.
parties contribute? You decided that it should be 3,600 crore rupees, so you contribute. All you political parties contribute out of your unknown sources, sir. We'll champion that. Saira Shah Alim, Saira Shah Alim and Vikram Singh. Saira Shah Alim. Saira Shah Alim.
See, I'll tell you what, I've been listening to this debate for a long time. It's a simple case of misplaced priorities and identity politics. There's nothing else. I mean, nobody in the country would deny that Shivaji, of course, played a huge role. He's a national icon. We all are proud of him. But can the political party please explain this humongous amount that is being spent on a statue? I mean, would looking at a statue feed the hungry, teeming millions? Or would they help resolve the fishermen's issues? Or would we be able to get the dead farmers back between 2014 to 2015?
They don't matter.
More
They've
than
forgotten. They
3,000
don't matter.
farmers have
They don't
committed
matter. They don't
suicide.
matter. That's why the budgetary allocation for farm ponds is less than 2,000 crores. After 3,000 farmers died, you've decided farm ponds can be made in 2,000 crores, but a memorial in the middle of the sea and also curbing on the livelihood of hundreds of fishermen should be made with 3,600 crores of our money.
That's what was asked to Mr. Modi.
No. I am going to ask you. You also are not saying that we will contribute. Don't use the taxpayers' money. But Mr. Singh, Mr. Vikram Singh, sir, this is not the first time. Fadnavis government is doing it tomorrow and they're going to spend 18 crores only on the Bhumi Pujan or the inauguration. That's also public money. That's another aspect. Chandrababu Naidu, 125-foot Ambedkar statue, 250 crores. Mayawati, BSP Supremo, sir, 4,500 crores for what? 24 BSP election symbol, that's the elephants. 12 statues of Baba Saheb Ambedkar and of BSP founder Kanshiram and of course of herself before the elections. 4,500 crores.
Anand, you forgot Vallabhbhai Patel statue in Gujarat.
Sir, we are questioning everything. If it is public money, if it is the exchequer's money, if it is the exchequer's money, then you have to justify it to the exchequer and the exchequer has to validate it. You have not done it, sir. And we are going to question everyone. We are not mentioning, we are not shying away from questioning anything, sir. We are not shying away from questioning anything. I am saying if you are so serious about building a memorial for an icon, who you believe has been appropriated, has not been given due justice, yes, Vikram Singh, then do it like the way Advaita Kala said. Put the effort, show the effort and do it from your pocket, sir. So why can't you do it? Yes, Vikram Singh.
Anand, with the greatest of respect to Mr. Rao, Mr. Zafar and all the people who said it is not negotiable, then I would like to know what is negotiable. The suicide of farmers is negotiable. We have allowed the finance capital Mumbai to drift into the ventilator. Is that negotiable? Maharashtra also has the unique distinction of having the largest number of suicides in the police department, 200 plus. Is that negotiable? I would advise all of us to please read Shivaji by Sir Jadunath Sarkar and Bhushan. Indrajivi Jimb par, Badava Sumam par, Samburat Nav par, Raghukul Raj hai. Shivaji was known to rule like Lord Ram, and people-centric and people's welfare was foremost. Let us please understand that any expenditure like this will have to be within the ambit of financial discipline and financial propriety. And any tokenism or any symbolism will also have to stand the test of the financial rule book. In the backdrop that Maharashtra owes 3.3 lakhs as per the RBI statements, and it is a very, very
It's
huge
a
amount that they owe to
state.
the government.
It's
As
a debt-ridden
also
state,
50,000
Mr.
crores for
Vikram Singh. You hit the
irrigation
nail on
works.
the head. Let me get in Kancha Ilaiah. Kancha Ilaiah, it's not about just the
And in the
Shivaji
backdrop
statue.
of this,
What about the
it is
father
not a
of the
service to the
Constitution,
nation.
B.R.
Can I
Ambedkar
just come
statues?
in? Can I just come
125
in?
feet statue costing 250 crores. Should the Andhra Pradesh and Telangana governments be financing that, or should they be looking at farmers' deaths in their own backyard? Mr. Kancha Ilaiah.
No, Navika, this issue of statues and monuments has reached to a very bad level. I'll tell you why. Earlier in my childhood, in the villages, I saw villagers putting Mahatma Gandhi statues in general. Subsequently, the illiterate Dalits put with their own money huge number of Ambedkar statues. By 1990, Ambedkar statues put by people surpassed Mahatma Gandhi statues. Now later on, having seen this people's orientation, states started putting these statues. Now it has reached to a level where the entire state economy is getting affected with this. I agree with you. When Mayawati built those statues, I defended only one thing. That Mayawati, as a Dalit woman, thought that Dalit men are also anti-women. Like Ashoka built his own monument or stupa, she built her own statue, fine. But it has gone beyond, and she did not win election after that also. Let us not forget that. Tomorrow I'll tell you, by spending 3,500, 600 crores, Fadnavis will be punished for that. Narendra Modi will be punished in Gujarat next time, because people are coming to know that this kind of expenditure is anti-people. Mayawati did not win election last time also with all her effort. So you are absolutely right. This whole trend has to change, whether it is Congress, BJP, BSP or whatever.
So you are saying it's being used as a political
ruled
tool.
Bengal for several years.
You are saying this is being used as a political
CPM
tool.
ruled
Let me
Bengal
take
for
that
several
question
years,
to Zafar Islam.
but they have not put
Zafar
statue.
Islam.
So there cannot be two sets of rules,
Zafar
sir.
Islam, the question
cannot
to
be
you
two
is
sets of rules,
what,
sir.
Navika,
I agree with
there
that.
were different
No,
expectations
Zafar, I
from the
agree.
BJP.
What I am saying is for all.
Zafar
For
Islam,
all
there
I'm
were
saying.
different expectations
Let the state
from the
stop
BJP
this kind
simply
of
because the
monumental
Prime Minister on several occasions has said
Mohammed
that he believes in
damage of the
development,
whole economy and
development.
people don't
When it
win
comes to
elections with this
development,
identity.
you know that you have only X amount of funds. Out of that X amount of funds that you have, whether it's at the center level or whether it's at the state level, that money is given to you. If you take out 3,600 crore, isn't that development expenditure going to suffer in some way or another? So how can you make a choice over a statue versus what you could spend for, let's say, alleviation of the problems of the farmers who are committing suicide? Clearly, you need to make a choice. It's all about making a choice. What's the choice
Navika,
that the BJP government is making?
Navika, can I just respond to that? First of all, let me tell you the comparison between the numbers are not correct. 3,600 crore versus the budgetary allocation for other activities is not the right approach, and rather view these proposals.
That you can't decide, Zafar Islam. That's the way I want to look at it. There is an opportunity cost. You know, if you know elementary economics, you know there is an opportunity cost.
Let me, no, Navika, if you don't want to hear, then You have asked me question. Let me respond to that. I think you must understand that the way you are looking at this proposal is not correct.
Okay, how should we look at it?
There is a revenue model involved in it. It's not a sunk cost. Like any budgetary, when you have a budgetary support or budgetary allocation for any of the activities, it is a sunk cost because it will never come back. But for this, it is an investment. You have to view it as an investment because a physical infrastructure is being built and it will have a lot of tourist attraction. It will generate a lot of revenue. You have to see the revenue model.
Are you going to charge people to visit the memorial?
Normal project.
Are you going to charge people to visit the memorial? Are you going to charge people to visit the memorial? Are you going to charge people to visit the memorial?
In normal project, you may have payback period of 5 years.
Islam, are you going to charge people?
That is the only difference.
Zafar Islam, are you
in this proposal?
Zafar Islam, are you going to charge people to visit the memorial? Are you going to charge people to visit the memorial?
I think you must see the full proposal, Anand, and you see that there are many other activities around this memorial.
I'm asking you, are you going to charge people? Are you going to make money out of a memorial for Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj?
And also it will bring lot of...
Are you going to make money out of a memorial for Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj?
Anand, when you develop a physical infrastructure...
May I ask, I'm asking you a straightforward question, sir.
It has a lot of cost.
I'm going to ask the Shiv Sena also, Bharat Kumar Raut also. Let's ask the BJP and the Shiv Sena. Zafar Islam, you can take a thought, you can take a second, and if you want to check the facts, please check the facts. I'm asking you, Bharat Kumar Raut, are you going to make money out of a memorial for Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj?
1 minute. Let me first submit that I am not here on behalf of Shiv Sena. I am here as a journalist.
You were in the Rajya Sabha because of the Shiv Sena.
But that was 3-year-old story.
Okay. So now let me ask you this.
Let me.
Are they going to make money? Let's ask.
Let me appreciate and applaud the mention of Eknath ji Ranade for construction of Vivekananda statue at Kanyakumari. My suggestion, instead of getting into all this bahas and discussion and that meaningless, what I am suggesting is why not take that a model. When Lokmanya Tilak statue was erected, let me complete. When Lokmanya Tilak statue was erected as back as 1921, that was created through public funding, public donations, Rupaya fund.
No, public donation तो already political parties को unknown sources करके बहुत दिखाया, करोड़ों में है सर, उसमें से निकालो.
Let me complete.
No, please.
Let me complete.
Please answer this question. Are they planning to make money out of a memorial for Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj?
I'm coming to that. My suggestion is, which I have already mentioned in public, is why not create bonds? Public bonds.
You are again digressing from the question. My question is straightforward.
And Bharat Raut, I agree with you. There has to be a revenue model where you raise resources.
There will be a revenue model. Definitely there will be a revenue model. There will be a revenue model.
Let me come back to you. You talked about the Sardar Patel statue. The Sardar Patel statue is based on such a revenue model. There is some money. That is being contributed by the centre. It was made through budgetary allocations. 200 crore was given out of a total expenditure of 2,989 crore. 200 crore given by the centre, which is fine, which nobody is objecting to. But the major part of the donations are coming from other sources. People are contributing to it. Companies, corporates are contributing to it. There can be several, reasons of creating a revenue model for such a iconic statue if you want to make one. Sanjay Tatkare, my question to you is, when you say that it's non-negotiable, can citizens of this country question you as the politicians of this country on where their money is being spent? Do they have the right to ask that question or not? Navika, is that negotiable at all?
Navika, you are giving certificates to the Gujarat government as far as the Patel statue is
the revenue model, and government becomes partner in the process, in the project. What is the problem? Government will invest. After some time, government will get the money back.
You can also give a certificate to this statue.
The point is, it's a straightforward question. Sanjay Tatkare, the question that I asked is, are they, the budget has been allocated already. the government is funding this memorial. They are not raising money from people. They are not collecting donations. They are saying, we have a revenue model, we'll make money out of the memorial.
Yes.
There will be people who will get employment because of the memorial. Ferry services will be there. It is people who are going to make the money. Is the state going to make money out of it?
I completely, I don't buy this. Unless they show us the complete revenue model, I am really unable to comment on it.
No, because I'm trying to understand. You're trying to build a memorial to celebrate Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, and then you're saying you're going to make money out of it. Saira Shah,
not money, making money out of it, but at least the expenditure will be made. Part of expenditure will be made.
Why can't you fund the? You are using our money. You are using our money to make the memorial, and then telling us, okay, 5 years down the line you'll start making money, and maybe 10 or 15 years later you might somewhere get close to what we spent in 4 years. Something does not seem right here. I don't know. So
what happens
who's playing the emotions? Who's playing with the emotions?
Where the person is playing with the emotions? It is going to the emotions.
What about making
people of Maharashtra want
what about making roads? What about making bridges? Zafar Islam, all this money can be spent in areas which creates infrastructure. Why should you create a statue to create a tourist spot and to create a revenue model out of that? You have existing issues of Mumbai, existing issues of Maharashtra that need to be sorted out. The question is this, as Advaita Kala and also Saira Shah Halim said, the question is about having misplaced priorities. Advaita Kala, is this all about misplaced priorities? Because every time you take up any expenditure, there's going to be something that you need to give up because you're spending here. Is that what the priorities of the Maharashtra government are, that they need to put up a statue ahead of the other issues? Isn't that the only way of looking at this entire argument?
In many ways, yes, because, it's so astounding, the figure of 3,600 crores, I mean, one finds it difficult to explain that and to justify that, and there has been nothing forthcoming from them in an effective way that says that, I have no problem with this actually generating revenue, generating employment and all of those other things, but there are other stakeholders involved, like the fishermen of the area who have problems with this. Those are the little people. We have to take them along. For me, it's exceedingly tragic that a great warrior like this and a memorial which he does deserve is attracting so much negativity, because there just isn't any blueprint out there which says why this is happening, why it's not happening. I mean, just look at other ways of commemorating somebody, be it super speciality hospitals. We have no public health care systems. If you do that for the poor,
point well made.
If you name hospitals
point well made.
Forget everything. I mean, they're so much more effective.
Zafar Islam, what about a super speciality hospital in the name of Chhatrapati Shivaji? Would that be less of a honoring of the icon?
Exactly.
For the poor,
I think the comparison, Navika, the way we are comparing this proposal with the multiple options available is not the right way to look at it.
That is perhaps the only way to look at it, Zafar Islam. No matter how many times you say it, that's the only way to look at it, because Zafar Islam, how is it justified? How is it justified that the state government spends 3,600 crore of taxpayers' money to build a state-of-the-art auditorium, part of the Shivaji statue with 3D and 4D film and multi-cuisine food court, but a man like Sanjay Tikde, please hear me out, sir. A man like Sanjay Tikde, a farmer from Akola district in the state of Maharashtra, who was ultimately forced to sell his farmland to build a dam for the farming community. So how are you going to justify 3,600 crore? There is more. Should the Maharashtra government spend 3,600 crore for the statue project, which will facilitate a temple, library, audio-guided tour and aquarium, when only 167 days ago it earned the ire of the Bombay High Court for failure to release funds for 1,194 eligible beneficiaries under the Manodhairya Yojana scheme? aimed at providing compensation to survivors of rape, child abuse and acid attacks. Should the Maharashtra government, and my last final submission as we wind up this debate, spend 3,600 crore over a sprawling statue built on 15.96 hectare of rocky outcrop, when only 279 days ago the Bombay High Court slammed it for refusing to provide relief to poor farmers and their dependents in the Amravati division of the Vidarbha region? These are questions which are asked. And Mumbai, sir, we are choking, we are on ventilator, and they have not found money to try and figure out waste management of more than 8,000 tons of garbage every day. We are waiting to choke once again in the winter. Those questions have not been answered. But you want to spend 3,600 crores over a Chhatrapati Shivaji memorial to celebrate Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, who would have said, give all these priority before you build a statue in the middle of the sea for me. That's what he would have said.
Right,
that's who he was.
That's what, at the cost of the taxpayer. The question is, taxpayers also have rights to ask questions of the government about their misplaced priorities. Why don't they fund it out of the political funds of political parties? That's the parochial politics that they want to bring in, because taxpayers' money cannot be frittered away like this. Thank you very much for joining Anand and me here on debate number 2.